Everyone, my name is Dr. Kurt Ahern with JTV Sports, and this week we're here with Kaden Sizemore. Kaden, congratulations for being named this week's Scholar Athlete of the Week.
JTV Sports thanks Ahern Family Chiropractic for sponsoring this week's Scholar Athlete of the Week.
And we're back with Kaden Sizemore. Kaden, congratulations for being named this week's JTV Scholar Athlete of the Week. We're going to run through a couple interview questions here. How do you manage your time in wrestling, practices, tournaments, and above all else, your academics?
I like to look at it as almost like a job. You should, back to back to back to back. What you do has got to be effective. Throughout school, just get your work done, get your work done. And then right after school, get your work done, get your work done with wrestling. That's my life, basically.
Beautiful. Great way to operate right there, just getting it done. Coach mentioned positive attitude. Overall, how do you balance having a good time and then also focusing on the task at hand, maybe specifically?
I like to separate my life between wrestling and then having fun. So, wrestling, it's a different kind of attitude. It's a different kind of mentality. You gotta bring up everybody else's energy. In life, every day, I'm just pretty chill person, but once I get the wrestling, that's when I can step up the intensity.
Beautiful. You're just able to switch that switch just like that.
Yep.
Get it done when you got to. What are some of the accomplishments that you feel you'll take with you in this high school wrestling career of yours?
Recently I had 100 wins for my wrestling career, which in my junior year, I feel like that's a pretty big accomplishment. Most people don't get it, and I got it my junior year, and it kind of boosted my morale throughout the final part of the season.
Wonderful. Any advice, any pieces of advice that you want to share with younger athletes on how to succeed out there, how to be successful in academics or in sports?
Like I said, man, just splitting your life into two and making it about either sports and then academic or academic then sports. You gotta be able to maintain your differences. You gotta be able to split those two.
Wonderful. And finally, Kaden, any shout-outs, any thank yous that you want to throw out there to anyone as we wrap this up?
I would like a big shout-out to previous graduate, David Becker. He my freshman year, he basically took me under his wing and made me the wrestler that I am today.
Awesome. Kaden, once again, thank you for your time here today. Wish you all the best, and congrats on being named this week's JTV Scholar Athlete of the Week.
JTV Sports thanks Ahern Family Chiropractic for sponsoring this week's Scholar Athlete of the Week.